Today I want to go over 10 LEGO Star Wars minifigures that I personally recommend buying before 2023. Let's talk about them. So yes, welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I wanted to go over 10 LEGO Star Wars minifigures that I think you guys should be buying before 2023 starts. This list will go over new figures that are retiring right now, also minifigures that will show up in new TV shows coming out next year, for Star Wars, as well as a few miscellaneous minifigures that I feel like you guys should be buying for other reasons. Of course, this video will be based off of, if you guys want to get these for your own collection, get them at the cheapest prices, or possibly even make a couple smart investing moves here. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what I personally think you guys should be buying right now if you guys want to save a little bit of money going into the next year. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the couple obvious ones here. We have the new minifigures that are retiring this year. We have Gar Saxon, of course, being number one. I've been preaching about this guy for a couple months now, and I feel like, look, there's a lot of controversy going around these past couple days ever since that Bo-Katan foil pack got revealed. Look, will Gar Saxon show up in a foil pack? First off, what I will say is for the first 6 months of 2023, we're 100% guaranteed safe, just due to the fact of a few of my sources that actually know of these foil packs, months in advance. We actually know the next couple of them. We know a 212th Trooper, we know Bo-Katan, and there's one other one, I believe, a Hoth Luke. Those three will be the first, couple of foil packs coming out next year. So we're at least safe for, the first 6 months or so of next year. And bottom line of it, I think the only reason why we're really seeing, Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian Death Watch Warrior in foil packs are because LEGO's actually going to be putting them in Mandalorian Season 3 sets, where, they're going to keep those molds, keep those prints, and continue to, produce them without problems. And since, a lot of times with these foil packs, LEGO doesn't just bring us a minifigure out of retirement, just to put them in a foil pack. It's a lot of times the stuff they're already producing within sets and everything. So, nonetheless, there's Gar Saxon. Next up, 332nd clone. I think we all pretty much know the obvious reasons for this guy. Really no rumors for him coming out next year. A minifigure that I highly doubt LEGO will ever put out again. And as much as it's really just the helmet, that is the rare piece on that. Of course, the rest of the minifigure is just a 501st clone with a 332nd helmet. But nonetheless, if you think about it right now, going back to even Gar Saxon really quick, Gar Saxon is about $30 to $35 right now, brand new condition. You guys can actually find the Mandalorian Starfighter as a whole set for roughly $46 or so right now. So basically over half the value you guys get back in just that Gar Saxon right now, and will continue to go up a little bit. Like I said, my strong prediction for Gar Saxon will personally probably be pushing that $60 range, if not $70 range by this time next year. But 332nd clone also going for roughly $25 new right now, and you guys can find that AAT for literally like 28 bucks or 32 bucks or whatever it is right now. So both those minifigures are well over half the value of the sets they're in. So those are pretty much the two minifigures that I strongly suggest going into next year. And the good thing about, say, the 332nd clone long term as well is everyone's going to want 5, 10, 15, 20 of them for their own collection and their own armies. So I feel like that's another reason why that one will be a good buy. Moving on, guys, to a couple of the TV shows here. We're going in order, starting off with Bad Batch. So this is one I said in my video a couple days ago. I'm going to limit it just to only one right here because I feel like this guy has room to actually show up in a Bad Batch, or possibly Mandalorian, and hypothetically even Ahsoka, since he's not actually dead on the timeline yet, that being Bosk. So out of every single minifigure I was kind of talking about, a couple days ago in that other video, this is the one where I feel like, look, if he does show up in Bad Batch for one episode, whether it's with Boba Fett, or say he shows up in Mandalorian for an episode, maybe he shows up as a bounty hunter for like, 20 minutes. Bottom line of it, I extremely doubt, I think we can all agree, they're not going to put Bosk in a set just based off of that cameo. You get what I'm saying? So if he does show up somewhere, look, he's going to put his face in front of a lot more people. They're going to want to go on there and buy a Bosk right now. And like I kind of said before, it goes to show, Bosk right now is sitting at about 15 to 20 bucks. When he was rumored for Book of Boba Fett, he already shot up to like 30, 35, if not 40 bucks. I sold a few of mine for, I think it was like $36 or so. New condition, of course. And right now, new conditions are back down to about 20 or 22. So, do the math there. Whether you want it for your own collection, or if you guys want to make a couple kind of maybe smart buys, buy them at about 20 bucks right now and possibly get them up for about 35 or 40 if he does show up anywhere, next year in content-wise. Next up, we got Mandalorian Season 3. This one right here, again, I'm going to put it here. Mainly for the fact of Mandalorian Season 3 comes out in March, okay? And the Ahsoka Series, I believe, comes out August, September, or October of next year. So you have about 3 or 4 months of leeway in between. That being Sabine Wren. So Sabine Wren, of course, on the actual Bricklink listings, you guys can only get the actual minifigures. They do not actually include the helmet for her. The helmet is a separate listing. But if you go on like eBay and stuff, pretty much the going rate for a Sabine Wren with her official LEGO helmet is like $130 to like $160 right now. So she's definitely shot up. Again, I got very very, very lucky that I found a seller with a bunch of those helmets. I got 6 of them for like 20 bucks myself, so that was a very smart play. But what I will say right now, it's a really high buy-in point. I'm not doubting that. But I think even the non-helmeted version will go up a little bit, you know, if she does show up in, say, Mandalorian Season 3, which that's a big rumor. That's a big rumor she's going to show up there, which in turn, look, if she shows up in Mandalorian Season 3, I extremely doubt they're going to put her in a Mandalorian Season 3 set, you know, that comes out in May. So then, you know, look, that'll be a couple months there where, you know, say she goes up in value. Then, you know, it's obviously she's going to be in the Ahsoka series. You know, she's casted, you know, in the Ahsoka series right now. Will they, you know, put her in an Ahsoka series set? Who really knows yet? But I feel like, you know, look, bottom line of it, if you have that 3-month gap right there in between Mandalorian Season 3 and Ahsoka, you know, your Sabine Wren will, of course, go up in value significantly for all the people that say either don't put 2 and 2 together that she will be in Ahsoka, or, you know, bottom line of it. So, again, that's a pretty high buy-in point for, like, any investing sake. But what I will say, though, is probably buy her now, you know, regardless, and just kind of see where the market goes, see where she shows up in, and, you know, just sell her before it's too late, you know, if you do buy her for your, you know, investing sake. So moving on to the Ahsoka series right here, we actually have 4 minifigures, 2 of them being probably long-term plays, and 2 of them being maybe some short-term gains right here. That being Thrawn #1. So you guys are all probably thinking to yourself, look, I mean, Thrawn's going to be remade in an Ahsoka series set, and I don't doubt that. We don't know yet to this day if Thrawn will be a series regular villain, or will he be a villain that's kind of hidden from us. You know, it's pretty much confirmed. You know, sure, the Thrawn will be in there. I believe, you know, Lars Mikkelsen is actually confirmed playing him, but we don't know. Will he just be a 1 episode at the very end of the series villain? You know, will he be set up for a bigger role in Season 2? Will he be in the trailers? Will he be in the marketing? Will he be throughout the entire season? If he is, then I feel like, okay, look, sure, maybe the Ahsoka series, you know, the first couple of sets we get from that, you know, show, you know, whether that's August, September, maybe January, of course, we will get a Thrawn then. Same with the old Ahsoka. I'm going to say old Ahsoka right here, but these 2 are kind of, you know, short-term gains for the pre-trailer hype. So pretty much, if you know, say if you were to buy them now, you know, get a Thrawn for 120 bucks, 150 bucks. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Who really knows at the end of the day? But I'm just getting this information out to you guys and letting you guys think for yourself. You know, say Thrawn right now is 100 bucks. You guys can pick one up for 100 bucks. We all know once that official trailer drops, you know, and we see Thrawn in there. You know, we see old Ahsoka. You know, kind of the hype starts going up. You know, it's only a couple months out. You know, we're seeing trailers, we're seeing marketing. We both know, you know, we all know those minifigures will go up in value a little bit right then. If you want to make that short-term play, then sell them before the show comes out, before any of the new rumors or leaks of the new sets, you know, for, you know, say if they come with those minifigures, you know, sell them before then. That's kind of up to you, but that's kind of a short-term play where I feel like, look, that is possible, and it's also strongly possible we might not even see an Ahsoka series set until next summer. So who knows? You know, there could be an entire year right there where those minifigures could gain a little bit of value. But I feel like the 2 longer hold ones right here that I feel like, you know, LEGO will just not make are there strong rumors. If you guys don't want to get spoiled for a little bit of Ahsoka, I guess skip ahead like maybe 30 seconds. But there are, of course, some rumors out there and kind of spoilers that they will be going back in time a little bit and showing flashbacks in the Ahsoka series. So with that in mind, like I said, I think the Padawan Ahsoka, the original Clone Wars one, and also the Season 3 Ahsoka might have a chance to go up in value. You know, we start seeing Padawan Ahsoka. You know, there's actually already kind of a rumored casting, and I believe almost actually confirmed, you know, based off of some of these leaks and spoilers about, you know, kind of coding and stuff for these actresses' names. But, you know, if we end up seeing Padawan Ahsoka, you know, that's definitely one of those where, you know, that minifigure might spark a little bit of value on top of it. And nonetheless, again, I've always said this before, I don't think we'll ever be getting Clone Wars minifigures like we did back then. You know, every single time they make a Clone Wars minifigure in the past, you know, 5 or 6 years, it's always been kind of updated, like live-action faces just based off Clone Wars episodes. You know, we've not seen Clone Wars animated faces in a while, so, you know, Padawan Ahsoka and the Season 3 Ahsoka will pretty much be 100% safe from ever being, you know, perfectly remade. But I think on top of all that, you know, spoiler or not, if those are true, I highly doubt LEGO would make something kind of spoilerish like that, you know, in a LEGO set right off the bat. You know, it's one thing maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, but at least for the foreseeable future, I doubt LEGO would put those in there. All right, so with all that being said, we're moving on to the last 2 right here. This is kind of the miscellaneous figure section. I've actually got 2 I want to talk with you guys about. The #1 being Slave Leia. So I think we all kind of know why I'm bringing this one up. We're going into the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. Presumably, we'll be seeing a couple, possibly maybe Jabba's sail barge. Maybe we'll be seeing Jabba's palace. There's a rumored kind of diorama for Jabba's palace coming out next year. So with all that being said, you know, I think bottom line of it, going into really any year, no matter, even if it wasn't, you know, 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, we all know we won't be seeing Slave Leia pretty much ever again. You know, maybe they'll try to skimp out and maybe do something a little weird with her, maybe try to cover her up a little bit more, but we'll definitely never see Slave Leia in a bikini outfit ever again. At least I'll, stand by that. I'll put a $100 bet on that. So with that, being said, look, if we start getting some of those, Return of the Jedi sets, some of those, Tatooine, themed sets, with Jabba, this minifigure will definitely be a lot more sought after for collectors, for displayers. And the bottom line of it, even if it wasn't going into next year, I think really at any point, now is the time to buy this minifigure. I mean, we're never going to see her again. So if you want that, this minifigure in your shelf, on your display, now is the time. She's going for roughly like 75 to 100 bucks right now. And again, I mean, if they truthfully never make that minifigure ever again, and it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I see no reason why that minifigure is not a $200 to $300 minifigure. I mean, that's one of those where I see a lot of potential in the future for. Then lastly, right here, I'm going to bring this one up, kind of a random one, kind of a one-off one. We have Pong Krell. I've been thinking about it for a little bit. And who really knows? I really don't remember if back in 2020 if this minifigure got a boost or not due to the 501st Battle Pack. But I'm going to kind of put this one here, maybe make you guys think a little bit. I feel like with the new 501st Battle Pack now, we're getting macro binoculars. We're getting another kind of jump of, hype of 501st. Maybe some people will be making some more Umbara mocks this year. And if so, of course, Pong Krell's not been made in 10 years. And, everyone that makes an Umbara mock will, of course, want to have Pong Krell there. And he's going for roughly like 40 bucks right now. If you can get one now for like 35, 40, I definitely think by the end of 2023, I think no matter what anyway, due to us not seeing him again for another year, and you're sure some other people might be making on bar mocks, he'll probably be maybe a $50, $60 minifigure bare minimum. So I feel like that's definitely maybe, out of all the minifigures out right now, definitely one that I can kind of say, look, will probably be kind of sought after and most wanted next year due to the 501st Battle Pack, remake, or not remake, but, the version 2 coming out, and people potentially getting that kind of Umbara inspiration again. So nonetheless, guys, there's all 10 right there, something I want to kind of talk with you guys about, and let's close off the video. So you guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video, and also thank you for 30,000 subscribers. We just hit that yesterday. I forever appreciate you guys for that. Going into 2023 with a big number like that, it's definitely a good feeling. So hopefully everyone had a Merry Christmas yesterday and had a good weekend, and good rest of their 2022 league up until the new year. I will say this one last time, I'm not a financial advisor. I just like making these videos, just kind of spit out information I know, kind of, make you guys think for yourself, kind of, stuff I hear, stuff I recommend, but that's all it really is at the end of the day, is just a recommendation. I do not, fully advise you guys to spend your money on this stuff, truthfully. If you guys don't have disposable income, this is not maybe the stuff to buy, but, bottom line of it, look, if you guys want a couple of these minifigures, think about it maybe for a little bit, and make your own, due diligence, and think about it for yourself, and maybe buy some of these going into 2023. So, nonetheless, guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.